Hey everybody, and welcome back. Thank you for being here. So this video starts out on a Sunday. I forgot to record any sort of opening, but my husband and I decided to try out this Old English on the dresser, and that led into just like a lot of staining and working in the kitchen. So I use the Old English scratch product on the dresser while my husband is staining the archway. And then we just kind of keep working on a few other things. We're like slowly meandering around the kitchen doing different things.
It does. It feels like it acts like a stain. The deeper ones definitely need more.
Here my husband is working on hanging the artwork, and then he goes back in on the dresser with some actual stain. It is the same color we used on the archway. We thought it might just kind of perk it up a bit more. Here are more wall things that we got up. Got my butterflies up over there. And the stain actually did a really good job at really helping those deep gouges. And so we really like how that turned out.
I actually kind of like the smell of that stuff. It's like a weird smell like gas, you know? Like I like the smell of gas. We're so weird. We're like one person in two bodies.
So this is the dresser after the Old English scratch product and then some stain. These are the really thick gouges that were just really missing chunks. So we put wood filler in that and we're letting that settle.
Hey guys, so I just wanted to pop in here really quick because I don't think I showed it in the other video. I talked about moving that outlet, but thankfully because of the kind of brackets that came with this mirror, I can actually literally just slide it over and it's like, hey, there's the outlet. So we're not moving the outlet. And this wouldn't work for all mirrors, but it's got a lip on both sides. And the brackets aren't permanent. They're like lips that the back kind of just sets into. So anyway, so that works great. So we're not going to worry about moving anything, and love this mirror. So this weekend with the girls home, Ella and I use this so much. It was amazing. We love it. I also love our little elephant. What is that? I also love our little elephant hooks here, and I just have a random towel on there for now, but I have some cute like bohemian plant themed actual hand towels coming in that are gonna live there and stay there. So welcome back. I was just trying to get some work done and was completely distracted by my successes I'm proud of in the kitchen. So you saw some video of us working on the stain in the kitchen, which included this archway as well as the dresser. So I thought I would just kind of show you close up what we did. We did decide to restore it. The products we used worked really good on it, so we feel like it's got some more life in it before having to paint it. And honestly, you guys, these pieces right here we figured out are plastic. So we even whipped out a permanent marker for some places because it just wouldn't take stain. This is the worst part here. This is where it's actually like real eat up. And if you look at the level there, you can see my husband did the wood filler. He did the wood filler once, sanded it lightly, and it just would not take stain, and it's stainable wood filler, and he felt like he maybe did something wrong, so put some more on there and just let it set because he was afraid maybe he just did it too soon. So I came in this morning, and these two drawers here were full of tools and stuff from all of our projects, and they actually live now in this little organizer, which we're going to move either to the laundry room or our closet. But so I was able to put all those dishes you've seen in this chair for like a week or two in the buffet. So thank goodness. I've still got some space in here, and I'm glad I do, because I have my great grandma's set of china, which is gonna go somewhere, and more on that in a second. But then I also set up our coffee bar station here. I'm not sure if all like this stuff and this stuff is gonna stay, but this right here will. This I set here because it takes up so much space to store it in a drawer, but I really don't love it there. I just feel like there's kind of too much going on in that corner, but I do love this little guy, and this was on top of the fridge, and I just love this as a set of 3, and I use the other 2 as utensil holders. But anyways, we also decorated this over the weekend, got some fake plants up there and some of our beautiful canned food, and then did some of my salt and pepper shaker collections, which is what those are, and these pigs are just fun. Weird little animals make me happy. So now this area is all like mostly done. So one thing I wanted to mention about in here is I just ordered some liners, like I did in the kitchen cabinet where we have pantry stuff. But these are like a black and white, really beautiful print. And I'm going to put those in the bottom of all of these, just because most of these drawers, you guys, are full of like, they're going to be full of china, holiday dishes, things like that. And I just don't want the dishes sliding around since they are in a dresser. So I'm going to do that. The pulls they had on the top of this are right here. These are replacement pieces. They're very simple. You can tell they did not go with the dresser, considering that this, let me get you a better view of that. This is what was on the bottom. And they have these little fancy, cute little guys. Those screw in. This guy sits in here. But anyway, so when I was taking those off, I thought, wow, those are so cute. And they really go with the fancy detailing of the dresser. So I bought some gold spray paint, and we're going to paint them gold. And then I'll put a picture in over here on this side that I found some knobs or pulls to replace these guys. And the ones coming, they're like an aged gold. So they're going to be really pretty, and I think they'll go well with this. But those won't be in for like a week. So whenever I get around to it, I'll go ahead and do these gold. I have a lot of little painting projects that I need to take on, and I don't know if I'll get around to that today. If I do, of course, I'll bring you guys along. But I also still need to paint that thing right there orange so I can get this plant and a few things on this table back on it, because they're just sitting here until I do that. And then I've got 2 end tables and a coffee table to paint. The coffee table I'm selling, and it needs a touch up before I could even give it to someone for free because it looks horrible. So I'm going to paint it. 3 end tables altogether. So anyways, I think that'll be good. I've got some more things here. I keep trying to move things out. We've had organized piles of holding places, and you can see here we still have, this is a antique bread box, which we really love, and I was just thinking about it this morning. I can't figure out anywhere to put this. It is huge. And then there's 2 boxes back there that is my grandma's china, and that's also going over here in the buffet. Other than that, I've got these things here I need to move off the table, and this will pretty much all be cleaned off. We've got our vacuum here because it's very persnickety, and the filter decided it just had to be cleaned this weekend. It's a pain in the butt because you can't use your vacuum for like 2 or 3 days. It takes forever to dry out in the sun after you wash it. So because of that, I just ordered 2 replacement filters for that guy, so when we need to clean the filter, we can just put the other one in. That's going to be so nice. I also hung up the wall mounting dock and everything for the vacuum that holds the vacuum and the accessories. Hung that up in our closet this past weekend, so that is going to be so handy. I loved having that thing up on the wall. Everything was nice and organized. We're really liking how these turned out. We've still got to do the floor ones, but last night we went to Home Depot in just the nick of time, you guys. Literally, we walked in. It was 9 minutes until close because we didn't realize they closed early on Sundays. And we needed like 5 or 6 things. So we ran in and we were in such a big hurry. But what we did do is we went ahead and got the paneling for that wall. So that's going to be so exciting. Again, we're not going to start that project until my husband and I can spend a half a day on it. So it'll probably be a this next weekend project. But also this next weekend we're going to the lake all day Saturday, so it might be a Sunday project. But we don't like taking on big, huge projects on Sunday because we try to give ourselves enough time to chill out, because I will work myself to the ground, and that's just my personality type. So anyways, but we got the foam brushes that we need to cut in on the stain on the arch, so we can do that. And we have everything we need to finish up here on both sides and in there, except ceiling trim. We totally forgot the ceiling trim, but we got the quarter round for the bottom. We got the paneling for that wall. We got the gray spray paint for the dresser things, and just a couple of other really little things. And we were able to just like get in and out like 5 minutes after close we were checking out. So anyways, so that was really nice. I did do another Amazon order recently. I ordered some more of these gold pulls that I like a ton. These. So I've got some more of those coming in. I'm going to do them on all the lowers basically. And 1, 2, 3, all the lowers, and I think on this side of the island. I can't remember everywhere I planned to put them. But anyways, so that'll be fun. And here is a look at the art from this side. Really, really enjoying that. And once I did all this buffet stuff today, it cleaned out that chair, which is nice. We've had stuff all in that chair for a while. So once I can get that dresser painted and the decor back on it, you guys, all this stuff right here will be like mostly done, except for small nitpicky things. Probably around about the time that the liner comes in for this. So will the knobs. I think they're in the same order actually. So that's a week from today. I'll have what I need to finish this dresser. So that gives my husband plenty of time to figure out what he wants to do with this end here. But that's going to be so nice. Even if everything but that was done, that's so much stuff done. And yes, some people won't like this wall because there's so much stuff on it. And I like the eclectic, lots of things look, as long as it's like refined and organized. You see what I mean? Like we've got all of our cups here. We've got the food displayed here. We've got the spices here. We've got matching art here, perfectly spaced out, matching art here. And I just love it. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what to do with that space right there without like pulling a whole other piece in, but there's plenty of room. There's just a big, huge gap right there. Another chair like that one actually would just be divine, but I don't know that it's even necessary, so I'm trying to figure out what to do with that. But anyways, I like the look of this. I like that there's so much here, but you can see the spaces behind it, and the green wall is still very much an accent, just like I like all of these things together. And you know, the top fourth of that wall is empty, but to me that feels perfect. I love it. And if anything, I might eventually add some more oval frames around it to kind of expand it, but that just depends on what I feel like doing. That's not necessary in the least. And it's not too much to me, and it's our house, and honestly, as long as I like it and my husband likes it, that's all that matters, right? But I do love it, and I'm so glad so many things are coming together. And we did not stain this right here. See where it comes down from the fridge? We got to get that piece. I think my husband wanted to wait until we got the brushes, because it can just barely get in there. So anyways, that's what we're gonna do. So I'll bring you guys back when we work on something later. Okay, so it's been a bit since I last filmed. I did get a lot done outside, which I'll show you in a bit, but also we had an Amazon order come in today. And it's the new bedding. So anyways, I've washed it. The dryer is done. The reminder on my phone just went off. So I'm going to be bringing that in. And I thought I would show you what it looks like. And then those are 2 new pillows. Look how cute that is. It's going to be so pretty with the orange. I'm excited. So basically, I'm unofficially changing the theme in this room from green to pink to green to orange to match throughout the house because I love that color combination so much. And the green to pink was my like single girl vibe. And I'm not loving this like this. So I've actually already ordered curtains, the appropriate sizes for here. I will be selling these. I don't want to cut them. I'm just going to sell them. And so these 2 closet doors and the window over there, the new curtains are on their way in. So I guess maybe like a few days. But I'm really excited to get the bedding on here because it's going to be super cool. Also want to mention I just got a Samsung Galaxy watch and I am so excited about it. So I wanted to get the watch for the health reasons, the health apps to track heart rate, blood pressure, health things, track my water drinking and all sorts of things because I'm really y'all about to get into like a get my stuff together fit and get healthier. And I've been progressing. I've been making better choices, trying not to have liquid carbs, which are just drinks that are terrible for you, and doing yoga and meditation. So my next step is just to really kind of analyze everything. So I set up my Samsung Health, which I had on my phone. I totally could have done that, but I didn't even realize what it did. I did the body composition scan, found out exactly how many pounds of fat I need to lose. And honestly, I think that's pretty accurate. I don't know if any of you guys have watches like this or if you've ever tried those apps, but the amount of weight it says I need to lose is almost, it's like 3 pounds off from my lowest weight in 2019, which was like, I was really small. So I think it's accurate. Anyways, let me go get this bedding out and get this swapped up because that's going to be so fun. Okay, while I wait for the comforter to actually fully dry, what I wanted to say is that for the last few days, 3 or 4 actually, I've been completely engulfed in work and not doing projects around the house. And it's kind of good because that means a lot of stress is relieved and I don't feel like I have to be doing it 24/7. However, there's still so much to do, to be done, things I see around me all the time. But so I actually did not film for a couple of days and just filmed some shots here and there of us working on different things. And I've spent a good amount of time in the evenings out in my kitchen garden, weeding, cleaning up, planting some new plants, which I did just last night. So again, I'll show you that here in a few minutes. But anyways, so I'm just kind of getting into this new normal, I guess. And today, our housekeeper came by and she didn't have another house scheduled after us. So she like volunteered to paint anything that I had left done because she knows I've got all these different projects going. And so, so I had her paint all of that cut-in trim that needs to be done in Connor's room. So she did both shades of gray, multiple coats, and she cut in all that for me, which is wonderful. Saved me so much time. She did a really good job. And so this afternoon, I'm going to come in and I'm going to paint all his baseboards white because they really need it. So does the crown. I didn't realize how many different numerous paint colors had gotten on the bottom of the top of the crown. The bottom of the crown. So it looks crazy. So I'm just going to do it while I got everything. All his stuff is in the middle of his room right now. Everything is out of sorts. So I'm going to wrap up my work for today and I'm going to get in there and I'm going to do that and Connor's room will be done, which will be a nice thing to have off the list. The only half painted room will be ours. And again, that's why we've not started the living room, you guys. I don't want to start that. I've got, well, I guess the dining room is half finished because I still have to do that like third coat touch up of the white in the dining room on the wall that used to be purple. So anyways, I'm going to try and wrap up my work a little bit early today and get done by like 3:30 or 4 and try to give myself, you know, 3 to 4 or 5 hours this afternoon and evening of working on stuff in the house. The garden is adorable. It looks great. I am going to make that 4th raised bed soon. I may try to do that this evening just to get it done. But otherwise, I'm really excited. Things are coming together. Weekly garden tours are going to start soon. I'm pumped. Oh, final side note. Today, whenever I went out, I was cleaning something on a shelf over here in my office, and I found a package of like 8 squash seed varieties that I had put a post-it note on to direct sow June 10th. And they're like blue Hubbard squash, and one that's supposed to be like black, and one that's supposed to be bumpy. They're mostly ornamental. There's 1 or 2 in there, I think, that is like edible squash. And like, you know, if you've seen the previous video, I've already planted our watermelons in our vine patch. I went out there, you guys. I picked 4 varieties that I just could not go the year without doing. Blue Hubbard and the black ones are one of them. Oh, and Casper pumpkins. I went out there and I just picked random spots on the 2 rows that I know are pumpkins and sowed them bad boys in there and pray they come up. So when vines do start growing and fruit starts fruiting, it's going to be like a rainbow surprise out there, you guys, in the pumpkin patch, because there's 12 different varieties of things in our vine patch. So that's going to be so fun. My kid just distracted me, so I came in and finished the bed. Anyway, that's what it looks like now. How cute. I'm not even going to act like this rug combination is not, I'm not going to act like it's bothering me, because it really is bothering me. But I can't be that ridiculous and change everything. Anyways, I think it looks really great with the wall color. Again, still don't have art up, but you know, in time. Really, really love the cactus pillow. So cute. And there it is.
Such precious time in this life. Well, everybody knows that it is better together. My heart is full with the love and we show. When I'm with you, I swear I could live forever. Today was a good day. Feeling like how it is supposed to be. Living life, hanging on a sunny ray. With you by my side, everybody knows we are better together. Life is simple in spite of everything. 'Cause with our first breath, we cry out for our connection. Oh, heal back where all hell is sin. Everything we need, we got in this reflection. Today was a good day. Feeling like how it is supposed to be.
Okay, so I had to head back outside while water boils for what I'm making for dinner. But I had to show you this. Look at that. The petunias bounced back. I pulled off all the yellow and they're doing so good. And the other day I cleaned off the porch because it's super dusty. It's really dry here. So when my husband mows, it makes a real big mess. And I came through and I washed my monstera leaves. So they're doing much happier now. I did that with them and my citrus trees. Just in case you didn't know it, The leaves are how plants breathe. So if you're in a really dusty environment, you're supposed to wipe them down. And that's not normally an issue for us, but it just is recently. So we're heading back out to the kitchen garden. I got some decor to hang on the wall. I'm super excited, so I hope this works. So here's the area before. These are going here around these two things now that I've cleaned up the wall. But, and I am still going to make over this and that. Some of the supplies I need have come in, so I'll be starting that soon. But this is where I'm going to put a sun and some hummingbirds. I am using this outdoor double-sided, well, it's called double-sided tape, but it's Velcro. And you put the two pieces together. So then these are both sticky. So we're going to see if this works. It's supposed to hold like, something like 40 pounds or something. And I just need it to hold this guy. So I did get the sun up, and I ended up doing a second piece of the double-sided tape just right here. I don't know if you can see it, because our building is like, wow, look at them nails, gardening nails. It's ribbed, so it bumps out. So put him there with these hummingbirds. I've got 6 of them, so I'm going to do 3 on each side. I'm going to position some of them like that, and some of them like that, just for some variation. So again, 3 on this side, 3 on that side. Alright, so here's how they turned out. I really like them. Just fun and whimsical, and hummingbirds are special to me. Love them. One thing I wanted to show you guys while I was out here is I moved the cucumber that was there to another spot. It wasn't getting enough sun. I transplanted that delphinium that had been in a container. I spaced out our potatoes here because we're ordering a shed, and it's going to go right about here, kind of in the middle-ish. I dug up the cannas in the yard, as well as planted the 12 I had in this spot right here. And so then this right here will be where the door is to the shed. So I'll probably have to scoot this over some more. But basically I figured the shed would sit within here, be flanked by the potatoes, and then just have some flowers here and a door. So we'll see. We still have to go and look and see which ones they have available. I don't think there was any other things to show you guys outside. I feel like I got a ton done, but it was mostly cleaning and just redoing a few things. These are the cabbage and broccoli that we dug out of this bed, put back in. So we did sacrifice that potato plant that was in there. However, I stuck it in that yellow container right there because that one was the smallest potato plant out of all the other ones. And when we pulled it up, we got, it was 5 or 6 potatoes on the vine, which we just stuck in there with it. And then there was 4 or 5 that fell off that we took in the house. So that's nice. Oh yeah. Look at the cats sleeping in the grass. They're so precious. I did come over here and planted a sweet potato vine and a pink petunia in the front of these. They look ragged as all get out right now. They're new. And I did also go through and fertilize everything. So give them a few days. Those will perk up.